Hello, this is O Morgan from O Morgan Labs, and today we're going to talk about logarithm tables by hand, part two. The first part, I gave you a method of finding a logarithm table by hand. It wasn't extremely complicated, but it just takes a little time to do every little calculation. But you can do it, and just go back to the video. You'll see what I mean. But at the end of that video, I talked about interpolation. And between that video and this one, I haven't looked at any references because linear interpolation is all based on a line, right? And you have a data point here, a data point there, and then you have like a question mark. Okay, what's that? Okay. Let's say we have a table 1, 8, 3, 9. Okay. This is an easy one where you can kind of see what's going on. Now, just by inspection, y is going to be 8.5. Okay. But that's good. So you need examples like this to have a memory point so you'll never forget it. Okay. Anyway, the way that I kind of remembered how to do this, like I said, it's basically 3 points. You pull the two outer points from the table and then you find the middle. Okay. So this point here, let me color code it. I'll make this one green, the 1, 8. Okay. So this will be 1, 8. And then I'll make this one red, 3, 9. So this one is 3, 9. Okay. And then we have to find the blue, 2. And then we don't know what the y is. And like I said before, you look at this like a triangle. And then the point in the middle, that's where your similar triangles comes in. Now, this is the part where I had to think about it a little bit, because I think I set up my similar triangles wrong. Okay, so you have this triangle, and then you have, I can't change the color of the highlighter. You have this triangle. Okay, you're comparing those two similar triangles. So here we go. The yellow triangle, the dimensions are, just by looking at it, you go from, in the x direction, you go from 1 to 3. So that's 2. And in the y direction, you go from 8 to 9. So that's 1. Okay. There's your first triangle. Now for your second triangle. It's about like that. Okay. So from here to here in the x direction, you go from 1 to 2. So that length is 1. And then here's the unknown. You go from here to here. So this length is unknown. That's your y. Now, similar triangles. You take 2 over 1, 2 over 1 equals, and then you do the same sequence, 1 over y. The sequence is important. You have to stay consistent. For the similar triangles, they don't work. And now you solve for y. And you get 2y equals 1. That's, you cross multiply. This is just kind of just basic algebra stuff. Cross multiply. And then you divide both sides by 2. Y is 1/2. Okay, y is 1/2. So that means if y, the distance now is 1/2. So this isn't entirely correct here. Your y is just your distance from point A to point B, okay? So what you have to do is you have to add 1/2 to 8. So y is really, I'll just say y1, y1, y2, okay? Different y's, okay? Anyway, so you add 1/2 to whatever you started out with, your 8. So you get 8.5. Okay. Whoop. 8.5. All right, and you can kind of tell just by looking at it. That's about right. That's the answer. So that's interpolation by hand. Remember, your memory point is similar triangles. Let me zoom in. Similar triangles. And then linear along a line. Line along the same line. Okay? All right, there you have it. Interpolation by hand. And hopefully now you'll have a complete set of ideas to make your own logarithm tables by hand. All right, this is O'Morgan Labs, and hope you learned something. Enjoy and subscribe.